Is there anything more complicated, more confusing, or more stressful for a small business owner than taxes? Seriously, it's a rhetorical question. We all know the answer is a resounding no. And while federal taxes are a whole beast on their own, the world of state taxes can feel like a labyrinth of its own, especially when you're a growing business with employees in multiple states. The rules change from state to state, the forms are all different, and a single mistake can lead to fines, penalties, and a mountain of stress you simply don't have time for. But what if I told you there's a way to simplify all of this? What if you could take the burden of state tax registration and filing off your plate and hand it over to a trusted partner? That's what we're talking about today. How to navigate state tax registration with Justworks. We're going to break down this seemingly complex process into simple, manageable steps. We'll cover what state tax registration actually is, why it's so important, and most importantly, how Justworks can be the solution you've been looking for to handle it all. First, let's set the stage. What exactly are we talking about when we say state tax registration? It's not just one thing. It's a combination of several different registrations you need to complete with various state agencies. Think of it like this. Each state is a separate entity with its own set of rules, and to legally employ people there, you have to get a sort of permission slip from the state. The two main types of state tax accounts you'll almost always need to register for are state withholding tax. This is for the state income tax you, as the employer, withhold from your employees' paychecks. It's similar to federal income tax, but it's for the state. Not all states have state income tax, so you may not have to deal with this everywhere. But for the states that do, you need a withholding account number to remit these funds. State unemployment insurance, or SUI. This is an employer-funded tax that pays for unemployment benefits for people who lose their jobs through no fault of their own. Every state has its own system for this, and your company's SUI tax rate can vary based on factors like your industry and your history of unemployment claims. You need an SUI account number and your specific rate to be able to pay these taxes correctly. In some states, you might also need to register with the Secretary of State or other specific agencies. The point is, it's not a one-size-fits-all process. It's a state-by-state puzzle. Now, imagine doing this for every state where you have an employee. If you're a small business with a team of 5 people, and each person works from a different state, that's 5 separate registration processes, 5 sets of forms, 5 different agencies to deal with, and 5 different deadlines to keep track of. It's a logistical nightmare. And for a business owner whose focus should be on growth and product, this administrative burden can feel insurmountable. This is where Justworks comes in. Justworks is a professional employer organization, or PEO. In simple terms, a PEO partners with your business to co-employ your team. This means that Justworks becomes the employer of record for tax purposes. They handle all the complex administrative tasks of payroll, benefits, and compliance, while you retain full control over your employees' day-to-day work. It's a brilliant model that lets you focus on your business, not on paperwork. So, how does Justworks handle state tax registration? There are 2 main scenarios, depending on where your company is in its journey. Scenario 1. You're a new company, or you're a company hiring an employee in a state for the first time. This is where Justworks can be a lifesaver. Instead of you having to figure out the unique registration process for New York, then for California, then for Texas, Justworks can do it for you. They have dedicated teams who are experts in state-specific regulations. You simply provide them with the necessary information, and they handle the communication with the various state agencies. For example, let's say you're a company based in New York and you've just hired your first remote employee in Virginia. Justworks will work with you to gather the necessary details to register with the Virginia Department of Taxation and the Virginia Employment Commission. They know exactly what forms to file, what information is required, and how to communicate with these agencies to get your company's accounts set up correctly. This saves you an immense amount of time and reduces the risk of making a mistake that could lead to penalties. Scenario 2. You're an existing company that already has state tax accounts set up. Maybe you've been running your business for a while and you're now moving to Justworks for a better payroll and HR solution. That's great. Justworks makes the transition smooth. You'll simply need to provide your existing state tax account information, your withholding number and your SUI account number and rate. Once you enter this information into the Justworks platform, Justworks will then request power of attorney, or POA, access to these accounts. What does this POA access mean? It gives Justworks the legal authority to file and remit taxes on your company's behalf. It's a crucial step that allows them to take over the ongoing tax administration for you. This means they can handle all the quarterly and annual filings, ensure your payments are on time, and manage any correspondence from the state agencies. They'll even let you know if a state agency sends a notice that needs your attention. It's a beautiful system. You maintain your accounts and your business identity, but Justworks takes on the administrative burden of managing the taxes. Let's talk a little more about the specific pieces of information you'll need to provide. We've already mentioned the withholding number and the SUI account number and rate. But Justworks also makes it easy to find and input this data. Their platform is designed to guide you through the process, and their support team is always there to help if you get stuck. For instance, they'll have guides for specific states, explaining exactly where to find your unique identification numbers on past tax forms or state correspondence. They'll tell you to look for a specific form number, or to contact a particular state agency if you can't find the information. They're like a GPS for the confusing world of state taxes. Why is all of this so important? Because compliance isn't just about avoiding fines. It's about building a stable and scalable business. When you have a team spread across multiple states, ensuring every single employee is paid correctly and that all taxes are filed on time is non-negotiable. It protects you, it protects your employees, and it allows you to grow your team with confidence. Think about the time you'll save. Instead of spending hours on hold with a state agency, you'll be able to focus on what you're good at. Whether that's developing a new product, closing a big sale, or building your company culture. Justworks gives you back that time. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.